Morning students, this is class 9 subject science chapter 8 motion. It's your lecture number 3. Topic to be discussed in today's lecture is derivation of equations of the motion by graphical method. Now in the previous lecture I discussed what is acceleration. It is the rate of change of velocity. So the formula we obtained was acceleration is equal to v minus u upon time period, where v is equal to final velocity, u is equal to initial velocity, and t is the time taken. Now from this equation, shift t here, at is equal to v minus u, or we can also write v is equal to u plus at. This v is equal to u plus at, it is the first equation of motion. It is the first equation of motion. Now using this first equation of motion, we will plot VT graph. VT graph means velocity time graph, for which case for uniformly accelerated motion. Means the body is going under uniform acceleration. So let's start. The case is if the body is moving with uniform acceleration. Now before plotting a graph, first of all draw a table. We will draw a table. Now this is a VT graph, velocity time graph. So write in the table T for time and V for velocity. Take time interval 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now we need to calculate velocity. Now see, the body is moving with uniform acceleration, means acceleration is constant. So I have considered acceleration as 2 meter per second square. You can consider any other value. Now I am considering initial velocity as 5 meter per second. Now applying this formula, v is equal to u plus at, that I derived recently. Just substitute the value of a and u in this equation and you will get the value of v. So v is equal to, what is u? 5. 5 plus what is acceleration? 2t. So v is equal to 5 plus 2t. Now in this equation substitute the value of t, 0. 5 plus 2 into 0, 5. So the velocity is 5. Now when time interval is 2, velocity becomes 7. When time interval is 1, velocity becomes 7. When the time interval is 2, it will become 9. When time interval is 3, it will become 11. So you got the values of t and v. Now after getting this table, start plotting a graph. Now in the graph, this is a velocity time graph. It means that it is VT graph. Now in VT graph, we take time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. Now time is 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So I have put 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And velocity according to this, I have put 0 to 11. Now substitute the values of these. When time is 0, velocity is 5. Time is 0, velocity 5. Time is 1, velocity 7. Time is 1, velocity 7. Time is 2, velocity 9. Say time 2, the velocity is 9. When time is 3, velocity 11. Time is 3, velocity is 11. Now you got these 4 points. Now join these points. After joining these points, you will obtain a straight line. You will obtain a straight line. Now on this line, consider any 2 points. You will have to consider any 2 points on this straight line. I have considered point A and point B. Now from these 2 points A and B, draw perpendiculars on time axis and velocity axis. So from A, I have drawn this perpendicular to this time, to this V. From B, again perpendicular T2 and V2. Now join this line A and C. After drawing perpendiculars from point A and point B on time axis and velocity axis respectively, you will join AC. Now you will obtain a right angle triangle ABC. Now name that angle A as theta. This is how you write theta. Name this angle as theta. Now see, this is T1 from this point to this point. This is T2 from this point to this point. This is T2. So what will be this? It will be T2 minus T1. This is T2 and this is T1. So this will be T2 minus T1. This line is parallel to this line. So what is the value of AC? T2 minus T1. Now calculate BC. It will be V2 minus V1. It is V2 and it is V1. So this line, it will be V2 minus V1. So you know BC, you know AC. Now what is acceleration? Change in velocity upon time. What is change in velocity? V2 minus V1 upon T2 minus T1. This change in velocity upon time, it is equal to tangent theta. It is equal to tangent theta. Now many of you people do not know what is tangent theta. This topic, it is in maths. You will study later on, don't worry. I am explaining in your brief what is tangent theta. Now you have drawn this angle as theta. Now this angle theta opposite to this angle, this side BC, that is perpendicular. I repeat, opposite to this angle theta, this side it is perpendicular and the other side AC, that becomes base. So what is tangent theta? Tangent theta, it is equal to perpendicular upon base. And what is perpendicular? BC upon AC. So this is tangent theta, BC upon AC. Now what is the value of BC and AC? You know, substitute the values. Tangent theta is equal to V2 minus V1 upon T2 minus T1. That is tangent theta. So tangent theta is V2 minus V1 upon T2 minus T1. That's why I have written this tangent theta. Now you understood what is tangent theta? Perpendicular upon base. Now in VT graph, in velocity time graph, this slope, it tells the acceleration. I repeat, it tells the acceleration. So the slope gives acceleration. Are you clear about this? In velocity time graph, the slope gives acceleration. In which case? In the case when the body is moving under uniform acceleration. So are you clear about this? Now we will start our topic, that is derivations of the equations of the motion by graphical method. Is equal to U plus AT. Second is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Now these two equations of the motion we will derive by graphical method. So equations of motion by graphical method. First equation of motion. We will draw a VT graph. VT graph means velocity time graph. So we are drawing velocity time graph of an object that moves under uniform acceleration. The object is moving under uniform acceleration and U is not equal to 0. What is U? Initial velocity. Initial velocity is not equal to 0. So this is a VT graph where this U, that initial velocity is not equal to 0. Now from this graph we can see that initial velocity of object is U at point A. Initial velocity of the object is U at point A and then it increases to V at point B. It increases to V at point B in time t. In this much time, the velocity is increased from U to V. Okay. So the velocity is changing at a uniform rate, that is acceleration. Now perpendicular lines BD and BE. Two perpendicular lines, they are drawn from point B, that is BD, and BE on time axis and velocity axis respectively. So we are drawing two perpendicular lines so that initial velocity, it is represented by OA. This is initial velocity, OA. that is representing initial velocity, and final velocity, it is represented by BD. This BD, that is representing final velocity. So this much is U, OA is U, and OE or BD, they are V, that is final velocity. In time interval T, it is represented by OD. OD is representing time interval T. Now BC, this BC, it is equal to BD minus CD, right? This BC, it is equal to BD minus CD. So I have written BC is equal to BD minus CD. That represents change in velocity in time interval T. Now let us draw AC parallel to OD. We are drawing AC parallel to OD. So from the graph we observe that BD, it is equal to BC plus CD, right? This BD is equal to BC plus CD, and this CD, it is equal to OA. This CD is equal to OA. Now see, I have calculated the value of BC. BC is BD minus CD. BD minus CD. And this CD, it is equal to OA because we have drawn the parallel lines. AC parallel to OD. So this CD is equal to OA. So we can write OA in place of CD. Now what is BD here? What is BD? That is final velocity. This much is final velocity, V. And what is CD or OA? One and the same thing. What is this? CD or OA? They are representing initial velocity. That is U. So BC is equal to, this change in velocity, it is equal to V minus U. Are you clear? We have calculated this BC. That is BD minus BC. V minus U. That is BC. So initial velocity is U. Final velocity is V. Time interval is T. Acceleration is, what is the definition of acceleration? I told you, change in velocity upon time. And what is change in velocity? What is change in velocity? That is BC. BC is change in velocity, and we have calculated the value of BC, V minus U. So change in velocity upon time taken, that is BC upon AC. AC was the time taken, and this AC, it is equal to OD because we drew the parallel lines. This is OD. So V minus U divided by OD is time. So V minus U upon T, that gives acceleration. So just V minus U is equal to AT, or V is equal to U plus AT. Just substitute the values of these two, BC and OD. So this is the first equation of motion, that is equal to V is equal to U plus AT. So we have derived the first equation of motion by graphical method. Now let's start second equation of motion. The same graph that I drew in the first equation of motion, we will continue from the same graph. What is displacement? This area under VT graph, this area, this whole area, that is displacement. So what is displacement? Area under VT graph, that gives the displacement. Now how to calculate this area of this VT graph? How to calculate? That is area of this rectangular part plus area of this triangle. Area of rectangle plus area of triangle, that gives the area of this VT graph. So displacement is equal to area under VT graph. Displacement, we represent displacement by S. Now area under VT graph is area of OACD plus area of triangle ABC. Now what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth. And what is the area of triangle? Half into base into height. Now just substitute the values. L. What is length? OD. What is breadth? CD or DC. Plus half into, what is base of this triangle ABC? It is AC. Base is AC. And what is height? BC. So OD into DC plus half into AC into BC. Now OD is equal to this OD, it is equal to T, and DC it is equal to U. This much part it is U, and this total part, this BD, that is V. So T into U, UT plus half into what is AC? AC is same T, half into T into height. What is height? Height is BC. BC, what is the value of BC? We calculated in the first lecture also. V minus U. So UT plus half into T into V minus U. Now calculate the values of V minus U from the first equation that we derived recently. V is equal to U plus AT and V minus U, that is equal to AT. So just substitute this value of V minus U here, that is AT. So UT plus half into T into AT, that is UT plus half AT square. So this is second equation of motion. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So we have derived this equation of motion by the same graph that we were using. It is a VT graph, that is velocity time graph. Now coming to third equation of motion, same graph, velocity time graph. Displacement, what is the displacement under VT graph? What is the displacement here? It is equal to area under VT graph. Area under VT graph that I discussed right now. Displacement is equal to area under VT graph. And what is the area of this VT graph? Earlier we were taking separate area. Now combine. Area of this whole trapezium. Area of this whole trapezium OABD, that is equal to displacement, that is S. So S is equal to area of trapezium OABD. Now what is the formula of calculating the area of trapezium? Half into sum of parallel sides into height. So these are the parallel sides OA and BD, and the line joining these two sides, that gives height, that is OD. So half into AO plus BD into OD, half into sum of parallel sides into height. Now substitute the values. AO, what is AO? This is U. So half into U plus what is BD? This whole BD, that is V. So U plus V into what is OD? OD, that is time interval T. So half into U plus V into T. Now calculate the value of T from first equation of motion. V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT. Now what is time? V minus U upon A. So just substitute the value here. Half into U plus V, and what is time? V minus U upon A. So half into U plus V into U minus V. A plus B into A minus B. You have heard in maths. What is this? A square minus B square. So same V square minus U square divided by A. So half into V square minus U square upon A, that is S. Now shift these 2A here. 2AS is equal to V square minus U square, or V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. That is third equation of motion. I have considered the same graph that I was considering in the beginning. Just remember that this part BD, that is final velocity, and this CD, that is initial velocity. So what is change in velocity? BC, that is V minus U, that is BC. And time interval same T, because we have drawn the parallel lines. So this was the derivation of the equations of the motion by graphical method. There are three equations of motion. Number 1, V is equal to U plus AT. Number 2, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And number 3, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Remember, it was VT graph, velocity time graph. So let's solve one. Your question is, a car accelerates uniformly from 18 km per hour to 36 km per hour in 5 seconds. Calculate acceleration and the distance covered by the car in that time. Now see, 18 km per hour, that is initial velocity, 36 km per hour, that is final velocity, and time period is given. So U 18 km per hour, V 36 km per hour, and time 5 seconds. So U, that is in kilometer per hour, you need to convert into meter per second. So how you will convert? 18 into 1000 divided by 3600, that gives 5 meter per second. And same V, 36 kilometer per hour, 36 into 1000 divided by 3600, that will give 10 meter per second. Now you know the time period. You need to calculate acceleration. So which formula you will use? Acceleration is V minus U upon T. So just substitute the values. V is 10, U is 5, time period is 5. So the answer is 1 meter per second square. Do not forget to write the units. Now second part was calculate the distance covered by the car in that time. You need to calculate distance. Distance means you need to calculate S. Now you know U, V, T and A. You need to calculate S. Means first formula V is equal to U plus AT we do not need because we are given all the things. Now coming to second formula, second equation of motion, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now we need to calculate S and we know U, we know T, we know A. So just substitute the values. S is equal to ut plus half at square. U is 5, time period is 5, acceleration is 1, time period is 5. So just substitute the values, you will get S is equal to 37.5 meter. So this was for today's lecture. So now what is your questions? Question number 1. A bus starting from rest moves with uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Calculate speed acquired and the distance travelled. Rest means initial velocity is 0. Second, a train is travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. How far means you need to calculate distance. This speed you need to convert in meter per second. Now brakes are applied means which velocity is 0, initial or final? It is final. So final velocity is 0, initial you are given, just substitute in the formulas. Now question number 3. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after the start? Fourth, a motorboat starting from rest, again rest, on a lake accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3 meter per second square. Now see the unit meter per second square. So what is this? Acceleration. For 8 seconds, how far does the boat travel during this time? How far you need to calculate? So you need to calculate distance. And the last question, 5th, a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 centimeter. See, it is given in centimeter. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square, with what velocity will it strike the ground? After what time will it strike the ground? So there are two parts of this question. First part you need to calculate velocity. Now apply your mind which velocity. And the second part you need to calculate the time. So these are the 5 questions you have to do for your homework today. That's it for today's lecture. Thank you students.